What's the force that keeps things from sliding around? A force that makes up most of our daily lives? Friction. First of all, we need to know, what in the world exactly is friction? Well, if you look it up, it may say something like this. This basically means that when two materials rub against each other, it creates a force that resists motion. We've all heard of flint and steel. When we strike the two objects against each other, sparks are emitted as well as a slightly gritty sound. When those sparks come into contact with something flammable, such as wood or gasoline, it creates a fire. To put it briefly, the results of friction may be light, sound, and/or heat energy. Friction also occurs in nature as well. If you've ever seen a snail, you might notice that they leave a trail of slime wherever they go. That trail of slime reduces the friction between the snail and the surface it's on, so it can move easier. Snakes, especially tree climbing snakes, have scales that overlap and point one way, backwards. The scales help it slither up a tree quickly while keeping the snake from falling back. Polar bears are also able to stay balanced on ice due to friction. Tufts of fur between their toes, as well as bumps on their foot pads, help it gain traction to keep from slipping. You may not realize it, but we use friction on a daily basis. Do you recognize these? That's right. Cleats work a bit like a polar bear's foot pads and claws. Without them, soccer or football players or sport players who use cleats would have kind of a hard time getting a good grip on the ground. Speaking of soccer and soccer players, they have to kick the ball pretty hard because while it's moving, friction between the ground and the ball slows it down and eventually stops it. All in all, friction is something we could use more of or less of depending on the situation.